one thing he really did on that album was Burna Boy delivered. He showed us that he's actually the African giant. So, hi guys, I'll be giving you a review on the Love Damini by Burna Boy. I'll be giving you an album review, like just a review. I'm not playing the songs, just a review. So, the first one was Glory. The first one was Glory. So on Glory, I feel the production on it was beautiful with the piano and trumpet just flexing at the back. It was like a sweet symphony, like both of them really gelled, and I loved it because it showed that I always like when we pay attention to production when it comes to making music. Like many musicians nowadays, they are so into the content that sometimes they don't pay attention to the production behind the sounds that's behind. So the second one was science, and one thing I like was the way it transitioned to science because Glory for me was like a kind of sad, not sad, but it was a calm song. So not the Odogunimi vibes, it was not the loud banging vibes. It didn't have that vibe as as I would have expected or I would have as we would have wanted. But it gave us that vibe in science, and it made it upbeat. It was like that one don't make her put on some trap beats again. And number three, Cloak and Dagger. I feel Burna Boy didn't really flex on that one. Like he didn't really show himself. He didn't really put that vibes in because of G Us, the person that was featured on the gram. He just gave the chorus and he just told the Omo guy, just take control. I give you, just take control, do your thing, boss. So and the next one was and from like 1 to 4, the next one, fourth one was Kilometer. And from like 1 to 4, I noticed the theme. It was like up, down, up, down, up, down. I mean down, up, down, up, down. Because Glory was very calm with the features and everything. It was very, very calm. Then the next one, you now see Science. Science was like upbeat, giving us the vibe again. Then the next one, Cloak and Dagger, was now calm again. It was not calm. Some people may say it is upbeat, but I felt to me it was calm. These are all my opinions. They are my review. It's my review, so it's my opinion. The next one, Kilometers, don't know, kilo me. I didn't listen to that one. I skipped through it so fast, like Omo. We don't hear kilometer, what you don't do. So the next one is a straight jam. Kilometer is a jam. The straight one. Next one, number 5, Jagili or Jigili. It was upbeat again. At this point, I was already thinking he had an idea he was going for when he was planning. Like I was already thinking by number 5, he already had an idea that it would be calm, upbeat. But with Jigili, it was upbeat. After Kilometer 2 was upbeat, so I like that too. And the production on it was one very sweet one. One thing I love about Burna Boy is the way he uses his instruments, because one thing about African music and to me is the fact that African music is timeless, or yeah, it is, because many of these musicians, their favorite artist growing up was this thing was Fela. So the way they use the trumpet and everything, which is like something related to Fela, it always makes me happy because I'm like, okay, I like that. I want more of that from people, more of that from African musician. And you can't go wrong with trumpet. That's what people don't know. You can't go wrong with trumpet. Look for any song that has trumpet. It's either the musician is trash or something else. You can't go wrong with trumpet. People just need to know that. And the next one is Whiskey by Burna. One reason why I liked Made in Lagos, Wizzy's album, was the fact that on Intro to Blessed, that song, he made he added this stuff where he said Code Miracle Pure, and it's one kind of Lagos vibes that is for Lagos, like it's only Lagosians that will understand that particular this, or anyone in Nigeria to say the least, but they are the only one that will understand that particular incident. The boss also and boss of going out coming in Lagos, we are the only people that understand that part in a certain way. I'm just speaking for myself. So I like that Burna Boy used at the beginning where he was talking about where he used the scenario of Ice Cream Man. Like the sound they added at the beginning for the ice cream man, like I love that part. Like it was, I like when something is original, it's authentic, something is different. Everybody will add sounds and stuff like that, but it gave us that okay, there is something we can do. We can now. He has opened a new way. Something a sound that we like. Once you hear something that is familiar to you, it becomes easier to relate with it. Once I hear ice cream man and I go out tomorrow and the ice cream man is there again, I'm like, oh, that's that Burna song. That's why I loved Blessed on Made in Lagos, and I loved Whiskey on Love Damini on Burna's album for that reason too. He returned to the down pace too with his advocacy mode on for the Port Harcourt, everything and water stuff like that. So last, we all know na jam and everybody go chop breakfast. Normal. So different size. I liked it because he used this guy, this Sovinci guy, that does beats for TikTok dance. I liked it, and Victoni came on. Victoni is one of those musicians that I'm like, okay, I feel it can go very far, but I think I made that comment. Yeah, I made a comment in one of my videos when I reacted to Victoni's EP or album. I was like, he's one of those musicians that can go very far, but I feel the only thing limiting him is himself because he's very good. Like once you listen to him, you hear what his music. He talks about. Many people see he talks about Bom Bom. He likes Bom Bom. Nobody can tell me different at this point. But one thing, he has the voice. He has the charisma, he has the vibes, and for him surviving death, God definitely has a plan for him. And Burna on the jam was just like most of the time, once Burna Boy had someone else on a track with him, he just made it like, bro, just take control. I want you to show the world what you got. That's why I like that one. And it's plenty. That jam sweet because it just like that is plenty. Number 9 is plenty by Burna Boy. It was a sweet jam for like it's all those kind of jam you use for soft life. You know when you have made you're already starting to make it and the money is already swimming, I just want to show TikTok small. You go just play it's plenty oh, mm. So that vibe I loved it, like it's just a soft vibe. At that point when I was listening to it, number 9 is plenty was my favorite jam because it was like just sweet and solemn. No rapping, no nothing. Burna Boy just dey sing for my head, just dey give me goosebumps, sweet life. And number 10, Dirty Secrets, slow jams, some sweet jams, like some calm sweet jams for people. I love it too now. Tony and Sing, but can't deliver Popcorn delivered on it. Afrobeat proper, like it was proper Afrobeat for me. Now the switch to that from that Tony and Sing, you guys should watch listen 11 and 12. The switch from there was too ungodly, bro. Like if you don't pay attention, you won't realize that you had already switched on that song. You won't realize that you had already switched on that song. And that's one of the reasons why I liked Made in Lagos too. When it comes to Nigerian music, it's Made in Lagos I always use for the bar because I'm like Made in Lagos killed it. One thing I like for Made in Lagos is the transition he used and Rema's album too. Rema's transition, like the transition from one song to another was so uncalled for. Like it's one thing when you make an album, it's easy to just make a body of work, like to just make music. But there's sometimes you need to draw people. That's why Adele says something that she does not like her music. She does not like when her music is shuffled because the content don't drag that. If I feel like as musicians, you should be able to put a connection between each of your music to make it easy to transition to it. Let someone be listening to your music is already in the soul and it just transition to another person like whoa, it's still in that zone. Because at times if you are so into making the music and you forget those tiny details, someone may be vibing to a song and the way you off and start another beat to just kill them, to just finish them. So solid, the transition was solid, the vibes on solid was mad. Blacks and Kelani deliver, and that Kelani boy is sweet like damn. And now number 13, Burna Boy and Excellent for my head. That's my best song of the album. Nobody should argue. That's everybody. That has to be your best song. If that's not your best song, you are just sad probably. You are single, you can't relate. That has to be the best song. And the link up Esheni is doing with these our Nigerian boys. Omo, England and Nigeria we should be related by this at this point. Like UK and Africa should be related at this point because so many bangers this year, last year. Burna Boy has done song with Dave, Whiskey with Dave, RD with Black Sheriff. I know Black Sheriff is not Nigerian, but he made jams. We knew Nigeria. We knew him in Nigeria. Like we, when it comes to music for Africa, they know it's Nigeria that owns music. We own music basically in Africa when it comes to music. So what the link up between Burna Boy and Nigerian here, and this is not their first time. So I feel they had developed chemistry of that Stormzy's jam. They had developed chemistry and they were already like G's already. So this one was just like, okay, bro, let's do something. Let's give them something different. On Stormzy's album, on Stormzy's song, only I feel Burna Boy was still quiet, was still in between the line. But on this was like, bro, let's actually show them. Let's show them what we got. Let's show them. And the voice was sweet. I posted on Twitter. If you are single, number 13 is not for you. Just keep it. It was too sweet. It was too sweet. If you listen to this jam and you are singing, you feel like calling your ex. No cap. It was sweet. That was the song. And after the tears from my aunt, after all the tears from my aunt and everything, and Esherin, it was nice to have an upbeat feeling to quench the this thing, to quench that number 14. Omo, feelings of to quench the feelings of love, all those feelings of I feel this thing it was nice. Number 14, I'll check for I'll post add it. I've forgotten number 14 was on jam. And the I love what Burna Boy did by bringing up a feature that was a different language, that was not English. One thing that does it breaks through cultures, it breaks through countries, it breaks barriers. That's why One City, Love One City was big because so many people wanted to jump on that jam and be like, okay, okay, what's going on? So this feature that Burna Boy had was a lovely idea from him for me. I love the fact he brought someone else, a different language. Anybody that hears that does not understand English or is not cultured in English that or does not like English, if he hears that different language, like, oh, what does that guy do? And if that guy runs it up on his side, you have broken that barrier. And that's just it, man. Number 15, Vanilla. At this point, for me, when it comes to trumpet sound, Wizkid and they don't know how to fuck up. Wizkid and Burna Boy don't know how to fuck up when it comes to trumpet sound. Using trumpet sound, they don't know how to fuck up. Like they just know how to use it well. It's not every time you use it beat boom 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 boom. Sometimes give us some trumpet sounds. They don't know how to fuck up. And number 16, Common Person. The intro just had to be a love song. Burna no gree. You don the format guy. He created the jam for the streets. I'm a common person. Even though I'm big, I'm like you. Now, Wild Dreams with Khalid. It was like some closing prayer vibes. Like as we're leading you out, as we're about to finish, what can we offer you guys again? What can we give you guys? Now let's go into closing prayer. Let's go into this thing. And the words he said at the end were like, damn, if you have dreams, chase it. Like don't let anyone shoot your dreams down. Just don't let anyone if you have dreams. And he made a statement at the end. Sometimes you have some dreams and someone else will, and you'll be shot like Martin Luther King was shot for his dreams. But I used to always remember if your dream I used to try to always remind myself that if your dream is big and it will break barriers, I feel I should be okay with dying if someone else would enjoy the benefits of what I dreamt about. Like if you dream of a better Nigeria, you finally may get a better Nigeria, but you may not be alive. Will you be okay with that? So dream dreams, but at the same time, remember that there are always eyes on you when you're trying to step up, step up, step up. When you try to do great things, there are always eyes on you. People will put you down. Now, number 18, how bad could it be? Burna gathered names. Like, one thing he didn't do was many artists, like, you want to flex for big and put features, big name features, Chris Brown, this thing, but this one was more, it was very personal to Burna Boy because it was like wow, what can I give these people? What more can I? It was like it was more personal. That's why the name safe. I was surprised when I found out Burna Boy's name was Damini. So it was not making sense with the content of the album and what the title of the album is. It was a personal song. Like he actually showed us that it was actually African giant with the features, with the people he put on. How bad could it be? Recording celebrities, Omar, putting in, putting him there. Like, bro, how bad could it be? And then when you feel bad, you can't just say, you can just say how bad could it be. Like I always say, at the end of the day, how bad could it be? How terrible, how worse could it get if this is all that becomes of me? What more? How bad could it be? It can't be worse than this. So that's some motivation you can use. And the final straw, love that meaning. It was too emotional. Now at this point I felt he was speaking to the mic. He was no longer talking to the mic. He was no longer speaking. Like he was no longer singing. He was no longer rapping. I feel some 17 downwards. He just stopped rapping. It's all those kind of jams that it's all those kind of period that I felt he just broke down with tears in the studio. Like, how did I get all this? Do I deserve all this? You know when you're having some imposter syndrome and you are just like, God, these blessings are too much. Like God, all these things. When I was doing this thing, I felt I couldn't do it, but now I finally done. I felt that's how it felt from 17 to 19. It just felt, more. I finally made it though. I finally made that. I have a Grammy. I have this. I have that. I think I finally made it. He wants to step up, obviously, but it's like I finally made it. I feel that's how we just feel like I finally made. And all the people he filled in the room to just play throughout. He just stopped early and just told them to stay control. Man must have been crying. I'm not even joking right now. That's how we just felt like to me. So that's it, guys. That's the reaction of my review on the Love That Mini album by Burna Boy. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, share, and I'll be with you for another video. Love you. Peace.